we got things moving here. Now we just gotta see if we get this up and running. I'm sure everybody's gonna get in here eventually. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna... I just gotta fix something here real quick. I'm sure people are gonna show up here real soon, real soon. Oh, it's always fun to see how technology handles you whenever you're getting into stuff like this. Of course, this is a brand new thing here. So we're just trying to make sure that everybody is taken care of and everybody is able to tune in here right, fit, and proper. So now let's see here. I'm gonna also get something going. I've seen a lot of people starting to come in here. This is really good. This is really good. Okay, we're gonna get that. We're gonna make sure Instagram is up and running as well, because we got that running in all sorts of different places here. How's everybody doing out there? So nice to see y'all. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pin this. All right. Very good, very good. Oh yes, I'm seeing a lot of stuff coming in. It's running smooth. It's running nice. Okay, I just gotta send a quick message off there. There we go. Unfortunately, this thing's still called test. I don't want to call it a test. This is the real deal. This is the whole kit and caboodle. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Save that. And there we go. Cool. Love to see it. Just gotta get back here. Oh, everyone's saying, hey, howdy, how we doing? YouTube, you probably haven't seen me in the longest time here. This is a little reunion here, I would have to say. But I am very happy to see y'all here once again as we get ready for this big event here. This is so fun to witness, so fun to see everyone coming up here. Okay, we got that going. Okay, perfect. Let's see. There's one more thing I gotta do here. And I'm just looking up in the background here how to do it. Okay. I see it here. Don't want to do that. Okay, we got that going. Fabulous. Okay, well, hello everybody out there on the internet. From Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, you all coming in nice and proper. You've probably seen a lot of different alerts from Twitch popping up in here. That is totally fine. But allow me to reintroduce myself if you are not familiar. My name is Kestin Howard. I am a voice actor, singer, and now recent VTuber. Thank you all so much for coming out here for this big event today. We have been working really hard to get things set up here. For this live autograph session. I know a lot of people have asked for a very long time to see me in different places or to see me come and sign autographs in different conventions and things like that. That doesn't always happen, but for now, we've got the next best option, and that is thanks to everybody at Streamily for helping getting this set up. They were able to help me get onto the site, get a new shop set up, get some nice looking prints out there that I've been offering in different conventions, and now you all have come out in force for me, which I cannot thank you enough for. We have had so many purchases on these prints here. Like I think right now, just to give you an idea, for the past 2 weeks we have been #1 on the fan favorites of the website, compared to everybody else that's on there, which there's some big names, and that is fantastic to see, and I'm just blown away by your all's support. And I think at this moment, not to give away numbers, but we are 1 away from hitting over 100 prints sold on the website, which is incredible. Like it blew away my initial goals, and I'm just so thankful to you all. And not only does it include me, but you also have been helping out Mega Moeka as well, since we've started doing group prints on the site. she has been, you know, she gets the benefit of whenever you purchase a group print on there as well. So for anyone who bought a group print before the stream today, first off, thank you all so much for that. Second of all, for those who got that, what's going to happen is that they're eventually going to send those prints to me. I'm going to be the one to sign those first. And then I'll send it off to Moeka, and she'll have those ready for when her Streamily event happens later on. So that's how that's going to work. But for in the meantime, we're going to take care of just about all the prints that we've got here today, because we've got a ton of them. Now, for some of you who may not be familiar, especially those on YouTube and Instagram, you may not recognize the name I might be using for Twitch, which there's a good reason for that, because as I stated previously, I've got a new setup for Twitch, or a new style that I'm taking on to the site there. So if you will allow me a minute, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And that looks a little something like this. How's it going, everybody? If you ever watch me on Twitch, you'll be able to see me in my new persona that I like to call Terrible. Oh, this is my new VTuber that I debuted at the start of this year. The man looks pretty good, I gotta admit. We worked for more than a year on getting this guy set up, and he has been so fun to mess around with in terms of like VTubing and things like that. If you ever want to check me out on Twitch, be sure to follow me on there at terrible_VTuber. That is where you're going to find me, and where we do a lot of streams nowadays. Please be sure to come check out and support if you feel like it, because I can guarantee you, you're going to have yourself a terrible kind of time. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But yeah, let me get myself back to the man behind the scenes. So anyways, let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I should also mention as well, on the various websites that we've got streaming here today, I've got a set of moderators that are watching on YouTube and Twitch and Instagram. Please be sure to be respectful to them. Please be respectful to everybody else that is in the chat here, and let's have ourselves a good time as we go through these prints, alright? We'll do our best to see if we can keep track of all the different chats that are coming through here. It might be a little tough since there's so many people out there, which again, I super appreciate all y'all coming in here for this. So let's see how we do with this. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move to a new screen here. And now we've got ourselves a nice little hand cam that we're gonna be working with here. You can see me at the corner here, and then you're gonna be seeing me signing our prints right here. So as we go through them, I'm gonna be marking off bit by bit the different types of prints that we have, going them one at a time, recognizing the people that bought those during this stream, or not during the stream, but before and during, which that is a good point. If you are so inclined to buy a print while this stream is happening, both on Twitch, on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, there should be a pinned comment that gives you the storefront link if you feel like going to my storefront and buying a print as we go along. That storefront will stay open after this stream is over, so if you cannot purchase something today, that is totally fine. We do plan on have more live streaming events in the future, and also I will be signing a number of pre-signed prints that you can get if you don't feel like you need to watch me sign the thing. But in the meantime, we're going to take care of those of y'all who have purchased so far. Now, let's see if I can get some things up here so I can see what I'm doing. So, our first print, the majority of prints that we got here today, is this lovely art of Mr. Zane Romay from AFMAO. Made by Hilarity Art. You can find them on Instagram and Twitter and such. Made some fantastic art. A lot of the AFMAO actors have used Hilarity Art for a lot of their prints. They do amazing work. Be sure to check them out if you are so interested. So yeah, our first print that we go through here today... Well, actually, hang on, let me just I gotta check something here as well. I'm gonna move some things up here just so I can make sure. Oh, yes. One of my mods that's helping me, Lindsay, she also wanted to mention that if you are so inclined, when you are looking at my storefront, we also have personalized video messages as well. So if you maybe are not feeling the prints, but actually want me to give you a fully personalized message straight to you, that is up there in the store as well if you feel like purchasing that. So, let's see how we do with these, shall we? Our first print is going to Mars. They were the first person to buy a print from me on the site here, or at least they're marked as number 1. So let's go ahead and take care of them, shall we? I've got a nice, let's see if this works here. This is a very glossy print, as you can tell, but I've got some nice metallic pens here that should work, which, if those don't work, Streamily also was inclined to send me a bunch of Sharpies themselves. So let's see here. Let me adjust my mic here a little bit as well. So, to Mars. Oh yeah, that's coming through just nice. You can see that really well. So, whenever I sign Zane's name, I like to do almost like a Dragon Ball Z type work with the Z, and then I go through that, and then I just throw my real name down there at the bottom there for a little bit of extra flair. And you'll have to excuse me as well, because I also have to make sure that all these prints are numbered on the back, just to make sure that when I send these in for Streamily to send out to you all, that they're able to keep track of everybody on our list here. So, Mars, there is your print. You are numero uno. There we go. Now, I gotta make sure I have a spot to set these off to on the side as well. I did all this planning and I didn't even consider that much to do. But, there we go. So yeah, if you see me leaning off to the side, that's what I'm gonna be doing that way. Let's see. So then, we get to mark that as complete. Alright. Next up on our list, another Zane print, we have Brianna Sinden. And they had some special instructions here asking if you could also write your favorite Zane line that you said. I would love that. So yeah, I think we can do that. Let's see. To Brianna. Making sure I get that right there. And my most recent line that I love hearing Zane say is... There we go. For science! I love the fact that Zane is just such a big proponent of science. Like, always pushing it nowadays. Because science is important out there in the world. And it's important to be able to understand the natural world as it is and how things work. So yes, Brianna, that is for you right there. You are number 2. We gotta make sure we don't accidentally smudge these things, because it is important to let that stuff dry as we can. And there we have it. So that's another one down. I'm just looking at some comments here. Some people say love the mouse pad. Yes, thank you very much. I'm a big fan of that the famous Japanese art that has like the moving waves and such. I'm afraid the name escapes me at the moment, but I love seeing that piece, and to have a giant mouse pad like this to cover everything is very helpful. Okay, another one we have up here. This is for Reese. I have a couple friends I know named Reese. I wonder if this is the same Reese I'm thinking of, but if not, no problem, Reese. I have got you covered. No special things here, just a nice looking signature of Zane right here. Okay. Reese, thank you very much for your purchase. We got you marked as number 4. But there you are. Thank you very much once again. All right. Now, I'll do my best to watch the chats and such here as I'm going through as well. Maybe in between each of these little signatures. Oh! I just got informed by Lindsay that, y'all, you made my goal happen. We passed 100 sales! We made 100 sales on Streamily. That is... That's so huge! You'd have no idea! Thank you all so much for that. That is just incredible. Terrible thinks it's incredible. Ooh. All right. Thank you all so much. People saying, you deserve it. People saying they hope I start doing covers again. I definitely hear ya. I love doing the covers. I want to do more of those. More so to that fact, I've had more people actually, some colleagues of mine, asking if they could sing along with me on some things, or me sing with them on their channel. So, might be happening sooner than you think. Okay, next up in our VIP list, we have Emilia. Dear Emilia, I'm gonna make sure you are taken care of. Emilia. Yep, that is right. I actually learned how to do this signature back at VidCon a couple years ago. When we were trying to determine how to do it, for those who actually went to VidCon in Anaheim, you may remember this, but there was at one point a giant Meow that was sitting at the AFMO booth that was there, and there were some signatures that were listed on there. The characters got to sign the giant Meow themselves, and then when I saw Zane's, because I think they actually put it on there before me, but they had Zane with the crazy looking Z at the time. I was like, yeah, I can adopt that pretty well. I think that should be fine. So Emilia, you are marked as number 7 on my list. Thank you very much for your purchase. Okay. All right. That is complete. Cool. Some people saying they know some of my favorite covers on there. The Evermore animatic. Oh yeah, a lot of people love me doing that song from the live action Beauty and the Beast. I still look back at it to this day too. Maybe I'll do some more refreshes of some of those. We'll have to see, because I've done it for a couple of songs there, here and there, but we'll have to see. And yes, thank you all so much for the follows and subs that you're dropping into Twitch there as well. That is very appreciated. Instagram, I'm looking at you there, seeing how you're all doing. Everyone's saying hello. Thank you so much for popping in there to watch all this. Okay. Next up on our list, we have Samantha, or, in their words, Sam I Am. So we got to make sure we get all of that in there. They are Sam. Sam I Am. Would you like a signature from Zane, dear fam? Okay. And there we go. Sam I Am, there you go. You are marked as number 8 on my list. Make sure that is dried off and everything. Thank you so much for your purchase there. We're gonna make sure that gets to you nice and quick. starting to see the problem here. I accidentally did smudge that one a little bit. Ooh, no. Yeah, that could be a bit of an issue. So I'm gonna have to... I don't want that to... I don't want that to go like that. That is not appropriate. I gotta make sure that is nice and clean. We're gonna... Sam, I'm gonna do yours again. Because I did not mean to do that. For someone who takes the time to buy from me, I am not about to have these prints be smudged on you before they get to you. And there we go. Yep. I'm learning here real quick, check how to go about this, because yeah, these glossy prints will take a little bit longer to dry out, but we're gonna make sure this works. We're gonna find the key, the strat, if you will. There we go. Now we got you covered, Samantha. Thank you very much once again for your purchase. Alright, let's see here. Next up we have Madison, who has bought another lovely Zane print. I'm reading some of the chats here. Could you please do some song covers from Epic, please? Now that one could definitely be one I could do. I actually had a couple friends reach out to me, and they wanted me to join in on some group events for Epic, or at least like group covers. So if I was to do one on my own, I'd have to see who would be up for a song like that, because there are some good ones out of Epic for sure. So I would definitely be interested in that. Let's see. So Madison, there is your print. Thank you very much for your purchase. We're gonna make sure you are taken care of here. Make sure. There we go. Lovely. Double checking messages. Okay, we just I was just getting some instructions for those prints. Says if I have hand sanitizer, I can just wipe it off that way. Could use a tissue. So yeah, if I have more mistakes, we'll know how to fix them in the future. We just gotta find the right way to go about them here. Next up, we've got Blake. Blake, thank you very much for this purchase. I'm sure Zane is very happy to provide you with something like this. Let's see. Someone said, nice hat. Thank you very much. I happen to like my hats very much as well. Which, I believe the brand of this hat specifically is Cody James, I think is the brand name. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, they do make some nice hats, and I always like the hats that have like the curl up thing like this for them. The only problem is that with hats like these is that they're a hassle to go through airports with, because there's like a metal wire in this brim that helps keep the shape of it. So it always sets off metal detectors, so I have to, like, hand it over separately and then go through. I just can't just keep wearing it the whole time. But, anyways, Blake, thank you so very, very much for this purchase. We will make sure to get that to you lickety-split. Okay, you are number 11. And like I said, for those of you who are not able to purchase something today, like I said, the shop will remain open indefinitely, even after this stream is over. So if you feel like buying something then, please feel free to do so. Oh, we just had a bunch of messages pop up on Discord on the side. I was just trying to see what was going on there. But we're all good. We're fine. It's cool. Next up on our list, we have Arts for Mind. That is their TikTok name. And they have a message here saying, "Hi Kestin, I'm Cherry. I do realistic Minecraft skins art, and I'm in the process of doing Zane, Gareth, and KC. Hope you like it." Well, that's awesome, Arts for Mine. Thank you very much for that. I'm sure it's going to be very cool when we finally get to see it. So let's make sure... Arts for Mind. There we go. Lovely. I have people asking, will there be a terrible Discord chat soon? Yeah, we are definitely trying to work on getting that together. Like I said, I used to do a lot of like live streaming just as myself for a long time, so we've got a lot of people built up on Twitch. But I only started VTubing just at the start of this year, and I kind of want to start fresh with a new Discord, even though I already had one. I kind of want to just start things over with a new setup and overall. So yeah, we are trying to get that together. I just gotta talk to the right people to get all that set up. But Arts for Mind, there is your print. Thank you very much for your purchase. You are number 15 on my list here. There we go. All right, who do we got next? Next up, we've got Colleen with a message. Can you write both by Kestin and Zane? I love you both so much. Well, thank you very much, Colleen, for the heartfelt message there. Well, you're in luck because I already signed both my names on here anyway, so that's gonna work just fine. So let's get over here. There's 2 L's and 2 E's. Then right there. Perfect. Looks so nice, so fresh, so clean. Very demure, very mindful. Colleen, thank you so much for your purchase. We're gonna get that to you as soon as we can. You are number 20 on the list here. You may hear the numbers jump around as I'm reading these off. That's just because we've got VIP members that wanted to make sure they got onto the live stream today that have purchased these, so they're the ones that I'm going through at the moment. Okay. Looking more at the chat here. I love you and your voice, as you have such a perfect voice and a perfect head. Now that's a comment I don't know if I've gotten in a while. Just the perfect head, perfect symmetrical shapes all around. Thank you. I've lived with it for quite some time, so thank you very much for that. So next up here we've got Winter that wants to buy a print off of us here. All right, so let's see. Perfect. To Winter. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it has been just kind of a wild ride to see how receptive you all have been for Zane, especially on the website here, and then just over the years, like, all the time I've been getting people, like, even more so especially, talking about how they heard Zane or listened to Athmau when they were growing up, and now people are, like, graduating college or high school. Some people have had... There was one at a meet and greet the other day that said they named their child after Dante, one of the characters I voice in Athmau, because apparently when they were a baby, my voice, whenever Dante was on screen, helped calm them down when they were fussy. And what are you supposed to say to that? That's so sweet. I mean, it's just so nice to see. Which, that reminds me, I should probably look into a Dante print to sell at some point. Would you all be interested in that, chat? Would you want a Dante print at some point? But anywho, Winter, we've got you taken care of. Thank you so much for that. You are number 21 on the list here. There we go. I'm getting a lot of people say Heck yeah, all the way for a Dante print. Okay, okay. We'll have to see what we can cook up then. Alright, next up we have Charlie. Dear sweet Charlie. We have a message here that says, "Hey Kestin, been watching you on Aphmau's channel since 2015. Could you maybe write your favorite quote that Zane has said? All the best." Well, Charlie, I can certainly do that for you. As we said, we saw it a little bit ago, chat, so we can throw it down here as well. Simple, yet effective. There we go. And then... there we are. Nice and simple there. Charlie, this is for you. Thank you very much for your purchase. I really do appreciate it. You're number 16 here. We're going to get this out to you as soon as we can. There we go. Someone's asking how much did I miss? Oh, we're just getting started. Are you kidding me? We're just getting right into the thick of it. Okay, next up, we've got Rebecca with another nice, lovely Zane print. They say, "My friend just graduated college and I wanted to get her something special. Dragons are her favorite animals, so if you could try to draw a silly little guy." Ooh, now this is something interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna have to... Let's see, I'm gonna have to think on this here. We're gonna see what we can come up with. So... well, let's say to Rebecca first. There we go. So now, let's draw a dragon hat. Oh, I'm sure Andy would love that. Now, I'm just gonna do a little... they want a silly guy, so I'm gonna make a silly guy. Let's see. It may look like a goat more than a dragon, but I'm gonna at least, I gotta add some... okay, there we go. Let's see. Have a tail. Yeah, they just want a silly guy, so I'm just gonna make a very rough-looking silly guy. I'm just gonna put... rawr. And then right down there. All that counts is that you try. Oh, yeah. If I had time to doodle a little bit more on something else, I probably could do a bit better. But there's my silly little dragon guy. Rebecca, thank you so much. Congrats to your friend who just graduated college. Really appreciate your support there. You're number 23 on my list here. And we're going to get this out to you as soon as possible. I think I need to switch to a different pen. This Sharpie feels like it's actually kind of dried out on me. For the back, at least. There we go. Oh! Charity Arts on Twitch just gifted, well, just dropped some bits. Thank you very much for that. Said, "Hey, Kestin, thank you so much. I can't believe I managed to get your attention. I just finished the art this week." Oh, sounds like I'm going to be hearing about it soon, then. Thanks again for the support. Can't wait to see it. Alright, next up on our list here, we have got Ray, who says, "I was the girl that cosplayed Zane last year at VidCon, and you went out early to see me and my mother. You're so amazing, and thanks so much." Oh, Ray, look at you coming back here after all this time. Thank you so much for that. It was so great to see you all, come out for that. I really did appreciate that. It's so awesome to see cosplayers of the people I do, show up like that. It's really heartwarming to me. So thank you so much for the support there, and thank you so much for the support here. Let's go ahead and get this out to you here. There we go. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna get a different pen here. I'm gonna try this red one on the back, see if that'll work a little bit better for sign. Or was that red or is that pink? Nah, I can't tell. But anyways, Ray, there is your personal print for yourself. Thank you so much. You are number 29 on my list here. That's sort of like a purple pink. Oh well. I think that should work just fine. We'll get that out to you as soon as we can. Looking at the chats here. Zane and Casey look so cute together from Instagram. That they do! That they do! I mean, that group print looks super nice. Made by Heishikeki on Twitter. They do some great art. Be sure to check their stuff out on their own pages, and also check out the print in the Streamily shop. Oh, I had Brianna comment on there saying, "Hey Kestin, will your signature be delivered? Thank you for your signature. You were close on my name. My name is spelled Brianna with a Y." I see. Well, Brianna, the way it was typed in, the order didn't say that, but now that I know that, I will make sure to get your name correct, alright? We will do another print here. I will do it off the stream here, but I will make sure your print is correct. We'll make a note of that and make sure you are taken care of, alright? Alright, next up on the list, we have Jaden Spenst. Alright. Jaden, we are gonna make sure you are taken care of. Oh, wait, that's not the right pen. Almost did one completely different. Let's see. Jaden Spenst. Let's do it like this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've gotten really good at signing Zane's name at this point, especially on Meows. If anyone has a Meow of their own and I've tried to sign it, that takes a little bit of skill to try and sign a Meow, like on its curved body and also on a felt surface. You gotta be sure you know how to handle the Sharpie right and to get the names looking nice and clear on those. But it's been interesting to learn how to do that. But Jaden, thank you so much for that purchase. We will get this out to you as soon as possible. You are number 32 on my list. There we go. One person says, "I've known you for 9 years now and I'm all grown up. Still remember all the good times." Well, hey, I appreciate your support all this time. But who says the good times have stopped, right? We can make the good times be any time we want them to be, in my humble opinion. Next up on our list, we have Bailey, who has bought something here. A message saying, "Hello, I've been a huge fan for a long time. I remember when I begged my parents to buy me the Zane sweater. I'm now an adult. This is for younger me." Well, Bailey, we're going to make sure we make younger you flip out. I've still got the original Zane sweater myself, too. I would love to see a rerun of that sweater, to be honest. Like, my sweater is still fine, good condition and everything, but I would just love to see it come back out again, have another run at things. Maybe someone will actually start talking like me if they put it on. Because I remember one of the ads where Jess Afmau put that on, and then she started talking like me right after that. But Bailey, this is for you. Thank you so very much for your support all this time, all these years. We're gonna get this out to you as soon as we can. You're number 34 on the list here. There we go. Let's see. I want to see a modern Zane jacket with the SMP colors. Ooh, that would be a cool thing to see. That would be pretty neat. Alright then. Let's see here, just looking at the comments on Instagram. Everyone's saying hi, hello, IG, hope y'all doing okay. Thank you all so much for everybody who's taking the time to come out to watch this. Really do appreciate it. Let's see here. Next up on our list, we have the Dancing Girl. Their message saying, could you put a quote on it? That's... Oh wow, this is a long one. That's none of your concern, Missy. Now come inside the house. I saw what you two did and you're grounded. Whew, that's a long one. Okay. Let's see if we can get all that. Let's see if we can get all that on there. I'm probably gonna have to start up a little bit higher. Let's see. Maybe starting up here. To the Dancing Girl, it is how it sounds. Okay. Here we go. We got a long one here. That's none of your concern, Missy. Now come inside the house. There we go. The house. I saw what you two did and you're grounded. Yeah. Close enough. Just got it right in the end there. Can't say I've had a long message like that. Don't know if it's entirely for me. I mean, for the Dancing Girl, or if it's meant for somebody else. You know what I mean? Maybe she's gonna show this off to some, or they're gonna show it off to somebody, and they're gonna show that whole message, and maybe they're the ones that are gonna be grounding somebody. I don't know. But, the Dancing Girl, there is your full message, signature and all. Thank you so much for all your support. You are number 35 on the list here. Uh-oh. Man, these, Sharpies are drying out on me. Let's, try this again. There we go. Okay, looking good, looking good. Set that there. I'm doing the best I can with the little bit of space that I've got here. It's not a whole lot, but I'm doing my best here. There we go. Okay, next up on our list, we have Anastasia. Let's see, let's bring up another nice and crisp Zane print. They say, can you draw a little cowboy hat on Zane, please? I hope you have an awesome day. A little cowboy hat. Okay, well, let's see here. So let's just, let's see, I gotta make sure that that's, it's a little bit wobbly there. Okay, and we're just gonna make sure that's colored in there. Okay, I don't want to smudge it too much, but yeah, there we go. I think that'll work pretty well. So that is to Anastasia. Da 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 da. I do like the ones where they ask you to doodle a little something, because I don't get to doodle all that much on these, but seeing some of these here has been really fun to try and attempt. Anastasia, thank you so much for your support. Cowboy hats and all. I hope we're going to be sure to get this to you as soon as we can. You are number 36 on the list. So let's get this down here. There we go. Perfect. Alright, drop it down. Let's look at the chat here real quick. And at the comments on Instagram there, show us the cowboy hat. Yep, that's what I'm a-doing, that's what I'm a-showing. Okay, Kestin doing MCD Zane voice line for us? Y'all are so old, I'm 12. MCD Zane line. Well, the first one that comes to mind is, when Zane was in the Irene dimension, and he was trying to get one of the last relics from Aphmau, and his line was, "That power will be mine, even if I have to rip you apart to get its power!" That's one of the first ones I remember. Or just do a laugh or whatever. I can also do that as well. Next up, ooh, this is a bit of a long name. We have Petrichor the Tresim, or Trinity. That is just how they would like it to be written out, so let's see if we can get this right here. Petrichor the... Can I get that all there? E-S-S-Y-M. There we go. And then Trinity. Yeah, looks good. We know how to manage our space here. And there you have it. Petrichor the Tresim, Trinity. Thank you so much for your support there. That means a lot to me. We're gonna get this up to you as soon as we can. You are number 38 on our list here. There we are. Chat, you still doing good out there? You doing nice? Do we need to get you some water or something like that? Because I'm about to get some water right here. Just get a little quick drink. Always remember to stay hydrated, chat. Always important. Okay, next up here, we have got Serena Purdy. Serena. Okay, let's get you taken care of here. Nice. Chat saying, yeah, we good. Payden says they're homesick right now. So sorry, Payden. Hope you get feeling better soon. Let's see. One person said we're better than good. Well, I think that is a good way to be. The good times seem to be here. Ah, yes. Hydrate before you dihydrate. That is exactly what I say during times like these. Serena Purdy, thank you so much for your support there. We really appreciate that. You are number 41 on the list. We're gonna get this out to you lickety-split. Okay, next up, we've got, next up on our list, we've got Ashley. We've got a specific quote here, a recent quote that I had for Zane in one of our episodes. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. I was born in it, molded by it. And by then, it was nothing to me but bright. To Ashley. Let's see if I can get that quote in there. You merely adopted the dark. It looks like I said dork. Hang on. There we go. There we go. And then right there. Lovely. All right, Ashley, thank you so much for your support there. Really do appreciate that. We're gonna get this out to you as soon as we can. You are number 42 on the list. Okay. Lovely. Drop this over here. We're getting on a bit of a roll here, chat. We're still doing good. We still got a lot to get through. We may not get through all these here today, chat, but I promise you, everyone who has bought something, they will be signed and we will get them out for you. We're just making sure we can get everything going still on this set. But like I said, we're not stopping anytime soon. We're gonna keep going. We're still cruising. All right, next up we have Anen. What? Wait a minute. Someone was at. I'm sorry. I was just playing some royalty-free music in the background, and then someone asked, "Is this Jacksepticeye's outro music?" I'm like, I'm not sure if it is. And then all of a sudden, I hear Jacksepticeye talking in the background. Apparently, they just worked him into the music there. I wasn't expecting that. Okay then. Well, I'm just gonna let that go as it is. We'll count him as a special guest. Anyways, Anen, we have a message here saying, please write a message appreciating her support. This is for my girlfriend who loves Zane almost more than me since middle school, since now in college. Okay then. Very interesting message here. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Let's see, how would Zane say this? Your support is ever so appreciated. Yes. I'm still laughing about Jack just talking in this music track here. To Anen, your support is ever so appreciated. And I hope this continues that level of support. Thank you so much, Anen. You are number 43 on my list, and we're gonna get this out to you as soon as possible. Awesome. Cool. Some people are discovering here that I changed my Twitter handle from what I have on YouTube, and yes, again, that is because I am doing more VTubing stuff on Twitch now, as Terrible. So if you feel so inclined to come over and watch when I'm doing them, I would very much appreciate that. Next up on our list, we have a print for Mia. Message saying, can you say happy birthday to me? I'll turn 20th in the 14th of May, so it was yesterday! You're one of my favorite VAs, and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, let me first say happy birthday myself, Mia, and then also let me say happy birthday, Mia. Alright then, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Let's go ahead and throw happy birthday on there, too. There we are. There we go. A heartfelt message for Mia. And another happy birthday wish. Oh, I think I just saw Mia on YouTube who's watching it right now. Mia, I got you covered. This is for you. We're gonna get it out to you as soon as we can. You're number 44 on the list. Glad you were here to see that happen. Awesome. There we go. Boom. Moving on to another one here. We have print for Ivy. Ivy? We're not talking about Aphmau's version of Ivy, are we? I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. We had a question from Instagram saying, what do I like more about Zane? Well, I just love the fact that Zane has developed so much over time, you know? Like, when he first appeared in Minecraft Diaries, he was just the straight bad guy the entire time, you know what I mean? There was no real... I mean, he was just straight evil. You always saw him as just like one note, couldn't be changed whatsoever. But nowadays you see so much depth to Zane overall, in that, you know, his love for different things and subjects like science, being protective of Aphmau, always trying to pine for KC when he can, and also, as a personal note, for Zane, he's like a good outlet for me to like let out like any kind of like pent up aggression or stress because of how much he yells all the time. So yeah, whenever I get to do something like that, I think it's a good way to keep myself measured in real life, because I know I'm gonna get all that energy out whenever I'm playing as Zane. So yeah, that's what I appreciate about him. But Ivy, this is for you. Thank you so very much for your support. You are number 45 on my list. We're gonna get that out to you as soon as we can. There we go. Alright, marking that as complete. Next up, we have a Zane print for Hope Haskins. The message says, you are a huge part of my childhood, and it's so cool us, your fans, get something as amazing as you. Thank you, Kestin. Well, Hope, that is such a nice message to see. It really is so neat to see, like, all the different experiences that people have with Aphmau growing up. I'm glad I got to be a little part of your childhoods as you've went along, and even to this day, glad to still be a part of it in this form and fashion. So it is very much appreciated. So Hope, this is for you. Thank you very much for that. We're gonna get this out to you as soon as we can. You are number 47 on my list. There we go. Oh, let's see. JL Graves, when can we expect Terrible's full backstory? We were very intrigued to see it. Yeah, that's a good question. I know I had the framework for it, and I even saw how you had expounded on it, on some things, some facets here and there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to work on that and see if we can develop it out into something even bigger and better than what we've got so far. Maybe add some special effects or animations to it? We'll have to see. Yeah, Hope just saw their print get signed on YouTube there. Glad you were there to see it, Hope. Very much appreciated. Next is Andrea asking me to just put down your favorite quote. Let's see here. Now, do I want to do... Do I want to do Force Science, or do I want to do a different one? I'm saying if we're sticking with favorite quotes, I think I gotta stick with Force Science. There we go. Almost had an accident here, but we saved it in the end. There we are. Perfect. Andrea, that is for you. Thank you very much for that. You are number 48 on the list here. We're gonna get this out to you nice and fast, just like everybody else. There we go. Perfect. Alright, just looking at more of the chat here as we go along with various people. Kestin, who is your favorite member of AFMAO? Ooh. Well, I did answer this once when I was at VidCon last year, who my favorite member was, and at the moment, my favorite has been Kim, just because of how chaotic she can be in terms of, like, the things she does, like, not caring if she's breaking a law of any kind, just turning everything topsy-turvy just to get what she wants. Like, she wants to get that bag. Like, has no problem turning everything into a flaming mess just so she can, you know, get her way. So yeah, that's who I think of. Let's see. Let's go back over here. Now let's mark that one as complete. Next up we have Grace. Just for Grace, okay. No extra messages there. Plenty of room to throw the signatures down there for them. Someone asked on Twitch, who do you think Zane's favorite brother is? Ooh. You know, with all the stuff that we see happening with Gareth on the side, I mean, I know he had some friction with Vlad when he came back out of nowhere because he was starting to get overshadowed by Vlad when he came back from his trips. But then Gareth is still the treating him as the baby brother, so ooh, that's a tough choice. Maybe Vlad, just because he doesn't have to see him as often. I don't know. But Grace, anywho, thank you so much for that, Print. Very much appreciate it. Thank you for the support. You are number 49 on the list there. Cool. Someone asks, is the stream going to stay on YouTube? It should. Yeah, I think once I end the stream, whenever at some point, it should be sticking up on YouTube and Twitch as VODs. Okay, let's see. I was just seeing a couple more messages popping in here. Okay, just double checking some things that were coming through on Discord, but we're still good. Alright, we're gonna mark that as complete. There we go. Next up we have Aurora Johnson. A lovely name, Aurora. Aurora Johnson. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. You know, I often have, this just made me think of something off the bat there. For a long time I had people wondering, with me doing voice acting like I do, did I ever consider using a different name to be credited for things besides Kestin? Because, one, I've had a lot of people get it wrong over time, or at least say it wrong when they first hear it. So some people have thought maybe I should go with like a simpler name, just so people don't mess it up as much. But I'm like, at the same time, you don't hear of any other Kestins out there. So I wanted something unique that could be you know, easily picked up on, and I like my name, so I figured why not stick with that. But Aurora Johnson, thank you so much for that print. I really do appreciate it. You're number 50 on the list there, so we're gonna get this out to you as soon as we can. There we go. Perfect. Yep, looking nice, looking clean. Someone said halfway there. No, I don't think so. We're not halfway there yet. We're just still gonna keep plugging along. Ooh, there was a pen cap that just dropped over there. Next we have Kimberly. Ooh, I bought a nice looking print here. How do you know if you're VIP? I believe there is a feature on the site where you can mark down VIP or maybe pay a little extra to get on a VIP section. I'm not entirely sure. I might have to ask my friend Lindsay about that. Okay, yeah. And to confirm for someone who was asking earlier, yes, the streams will stay up as a VOD on Twitch and YouTube. So if you missed anything, you're gonna be good there. Kimberly, thank you so much for that print. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, well, there was a Kim. Oh, you're absolutely right. Kim! Did you buy this? I wonder. Is she going to use this for nefarious purposes? She's going to take it and resell it online somewhere. I just know it. All right, you're number 51, Kimberly. Thank you very much for that. Okay, let's see here. All right, just looking through more messages there. Next up, we have a print from Maggie Blanton. She writes, she is obsessed with Zane. Anything to make it extra special for her 13th birthday would be great. Ooh, okay. Oh, hang on a second. I gotta type in the message here. Okay, there we go. My friend Lindsay has been helping me out here with this. You've probably seen her in the chats on both YouTube and Twitch there. Well, all the chats, essentially. YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. Lindsay Jones. Fantastic person to work with. They've been the ones that have been helping me throughout this entire process. So, let's see here. And then we also have my mods, Duskhawk, or Dust Decoded on Twitch, and Adelheid Creates that have been watching as well. So, thank you all so much for keeping nice and respectful for all of them as we go along. Let's see, to Maggie Blanton. Let's see, have a marvelous 13th birthday. Oh, let's see. I saved it! I got it! We got it! We're good! We're fine! It's just a long roundabout way to make the Z. We're good! Maggie Blanton, that is for you. Thank you very much for the support. You are number 53 on the list. There we go. Put that over here. Now, I'll check my chat here again real quick. Alright, for those asking, how do you know if you're a VIP on Streamily themselves? That says, Direct from the site, you can usually tell if you have VIP or priority signing by checking the details of your order at checkout, where you might see options for priority signing. So, that's what you need to look for if you are so inclined to get a VIP print, making it much more likely to see your print signed live if you are so inclined. Okay, next up. Oh, we got a username here, FloppyBunny1267. What happened to all the 1,266 floppy bunnies before that? 1, 2, 6, 7. There we go. Nice. Are these still priority signings? Yes, they are. We had quite a few of them, so we are still cranking through all the priority signings that have purchased on the site here. But Floppy Bunny 1267, there is no one like you with your name. Thank you so much for that print. You're number 54 on my list. Appreciate the support. We're gonna get this out to you as soon as possible. There we go. Yes, you can see the link for the Streamily just put up in the YouTube chat there by Lindsay, my mod. Lindsay Jones, if you are so familiar, voice actor as well, has done a lot of different things. Most recently, the voice of Xena in Aphmau as well, along with me. Also widely known as the voice of Ruby Rose from Ruby. But she has been so wonderful in helping me get all this set up. She has been fantastic. Now, next up on our list, we have Angel. Well, Angel... I hope Angel is fine with having a Shadow Knight sign this print. There we go. Perfect. Angel, thank you so much for your support as always. This print is coming straight to you. You are number 56 on our list. We're gonna get this out to you super fast. There we go. All right, next up we have Zoe Davies. Zoe! We're gonna get you taken care of, Zoe! Let's see here. Let's see. Now, I am seeing people asking about some of the other people from the Aphmau series. Whether or not they're gonna be doing their own live signing sessions, which we already have been doing that. Just a couple days ago, my friend Corinne, the voice of Kim, had her own Streamily event. She's done a lot of different voiceover roles, most notably for One Piece as Mononosuke. She was in Overlord, she was in Fire Force, various other things. They'll be doing more Streamlys in the future, but if you're so inclined, check them out. We'll also be having Mega Moeka. We'll be having a Streamily event soon. Shadow Temple is going to have one. Let's see. Chris Escalante is going to have one. Let's see, Morgan Berry is going to have one I saw recently too. So there's a lot of people from Aphmau that are going to have Streamily events here soon. So this is not going to be the only one, for those of you who are wondering. We're going to have more planned out in the future. So if you miss your stuff here today, don't worry, you're going to have more chances. So anyways, Zoe Davies. There we go. And nice. Zoe, thank you so much for all your support. Very much appreciate your number 60 on my list. And we're gonna get this out to you nice and fast. All right. All right, next up we have Cheyenne. Another lovely Zane print. Cheyenne says, if you can write a pun or a favorite line, I'm happy with either or. I love your work in not just VA, but also your songs. Keep being amazing. Oh, well, Cheyenne, thank you so very much. I do appreciate all the support. Now, let's see. I gotta think of a good pun. Let's see. Let's see. A favorite line. I'm gonna write a different line that I know of here. Oh, terrible is a pun. Oh, yeah. That's. Of course. What am I thinking? That's the whole reason I pick the name Terrible for my VTuber, because I'm living off the puns. Let's see here. How do I phrase that? Insane? That might make more sense because they may not know what terrible is, you know what I mean? Let's say your support makes me go insane. I think that ought to work. Cheyenne, thank you so much for that. Very much appreciate all your support, puns and all. You are number 69 on my list. We're gonna make sure this gets out to you as quick as we can. All right. Okay, let's see. That is complete, and also we got a message here. Oh yeah, another signing that you may not be aware of. Like I say, Chris's signing is tomorrow. James Brown Jr., the voice of Rise in AFMAO, is going to have one in July. Lindsay's signing is May 25th, for anyone who is interested. Corinne, Shadow, and Moeka streams are all going to be happening in early July, so watch out for those and follow their social media to see what's going on with them. Next print we have up is Tier, or Terry? Terra? T-E-R-E. Said Zane will and always be my favorite character. Well, that is very much appreciated, Tier. So now, I think I'm gonna write a little extra something there. Well, yeah. For a favorite character, they'll probably know what this means. Welcome to the Jury of 9. A little MCD reference for those of you out there. Oh, that's on Twitch. So apparently they just saw it there. Thank you so much, Terra. I don't know how to say it, but that is for you. You are number 71 on my list. Thank you so much for all your support, and we're gonna be sure to get this out to you nice and fast. Man, these other Sharpies, like my metallic Sharpies are doing well, but the other Sharpies, like all of them seem to be dried out. Maybe that's just what happens when you ship Sharpies like that. But who knows, right? Alright, next up here, we've got Adriana. Let's see. Someone said, I had a concert last night. My parents told me I did good out there, so last night I was really happy about that. So congratulations to me, though it was my last band concert. Well, Lillian Boo on Twitch, congratulations to you. I'm glad everything went well. Let's see here. So yes, Adriana. Yep. I had to make sure I was writing that down properly before I went further. These metallic pens work so well on these. Adriana, that is all for you. Thank you so very much for that. We're gonna get this out to you very quick. You are number 79 on my list. There we go. All right. Let's check the chat here real quick, see what all is going on, Instagram and such. Hey, thank you for the gifted sub on Twitch over there. Really do appreciate that. Someone said I have nice handwriting. Well, I thank you. I've worked a long time on it. Next up, we have Key. K-E-A, Key. They asked, can you do a little potion bottle next to Zane and write for science? Well, how convenient. To Key. Okay. Where would the potion bottles sit? Maybe put it like right over here on like the 3D printer. Let's see. I gotta turn this around just a little bit. Okay. Then just kind of like have something inside there. Let's see. And then for that out of the way. There we go. So there we go, Key. That is for you and for science. Thank you so much for all the support, Key. You are number 80 on the list. So we really do appreciate that. Let's see. Man, we've been going for about an hour and a half here. And now that is all the VIPs. We have made it through all the VIPs on the list, folks. But I still have a ton more prints to go through. Let's see. Do I want to keep going here at this point? We have been going for quite a while here. Let's see. Can you tell if I miss mine? I do want to keep on going here, but I only have... Let's see. I'm actually going to have to kind of supplement out some of my personal prints that I bring to cons for some of these other prints because you all have bought so many of these that the ones that Streamily sent me, we're running out of them. So I may have to take this a different way. Make it an even 2 hours. We can go for 2 hours. I think we can go for 2 hours. I want to make sure that I get as many people as I can on this. 30 more minutes, what's it gonna hurt, right? Speed run? Well, we'll see what happens here. Actually, before I do anything here, I'm gonna set my keyboard up here, and I'm also gonna reach for some more Zane prints. If you'll give me a second here. I got them over this way. There's a lot of them. Okay. Let's see here. Checking. Oh, yes. For those wondering, even though I'm running out of prints here from Streamily right now, we've got more prints on the way, all right? No need to worry. They're already working on sending me even more prints that you have bought to send out to you, okay? So we're gonna make sure, one way or another, that you get your print as quickly as possible, okay? So don't worry if I was implying that whatsoever. Let's see here. Now there is, okay. Now, there is one print that I would like to get to specifically, because out of our giant list here, majority has been Zane, or Zane NKC, but as it turns out, we did have a terrible print purchase. So for those of you watching on Twitch and things like that, we did have somebody purchase a print for Tara, my VTuber. So I am I am so happy to see this guy go out for one. So this is for a TLK Jr. So I just gotta find, you know what, I could probably use the metallic one here as well. Yeah. He's kind of hiding behind my my head there. Now I'm gonna try and go at this an angle here. Kind of just to match the logo styling right there. And then just... there we go. So yes, TLK Jr., thank you so much for supporting me and getting a terrible a terrible print with terrible art and a terrible signature. But for the record, this print was also made by Hilarity Art, the same person that made the Zane print you have seen so much of here tonight. They did a fantastic job on this one, and I can't wait to get this out to you, TLK. You are number 30 on the list. So we're gonna make sure that that is taken care of. There we go. Awesome. I had to just get that one in before most of the others. Oh, wait! I think this happened... this happened earlier, because I didn't see this before. There's another terrible print! Someone else bought another one. I gotta reach for another one because I didn't think that was gonna happen. Okay, hang on a minute. I gotta get another one here. It's over here. I got these. I got so many. I'm ready to share them with the world. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see Tara get out there a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. So we have here for Klutzy Cryptid, who writes, "Can you please add a heart?" Well, Klutzy, I reckon I can do something like that for you here. Let's see here. Klutzy Cryptid. Okay, you'll be able to see that in the light. Let's see, make sure. Hopefully you'll be able to tell that that's a heart. Let's see here. Let's fill that in a little bit. And then just kind of... Yep. Yeah, I think that'll work. And there we go. Klutzy Cryptid, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for buying this terrible art. You are number 78 on the list. We're going to get this out to you as soon as we can. Okay, let's see. Now, let's see. Let's check. Let me check a couple messages here while I'm looking at the chat. Let's see. Oh, I gotta send a couple. Okay, just sending some messages, talking with Lindsay, making sure everything's fine. We got a couple more prints from what was sent to me by Streamily. Once we hit that, I think it'll probably be best to wrap up for the night. But there is, I mean, we're still going to go through these and get all these signed, regardless, one way or another. Now, one of these messages that I want to stop and share for a second, it's going to take me moving these around a little bit. We actually had a video message from a fan, from Zephyr or Tavi. They said, please write girl woman thingy on mine. Also, I just wanted to thank you for being my biggest inspiration for becoming a voice actor. Love you, man. But now I'm gonna see, well, first off, I'm gonna turn this music down and see what they had to say here, because I wanted to take a look and see what we've got here. So yes, from Zephyr, they sent a message in for me. Let's see what they had to say. What? Oh, come on! I was looking at this earlier. No video with supported format and mime type found. No! I was wanting to see that! Oh, no. It was weird because I did look at it earlier, and it was playing... Oh, wait. It may have been... Alright, well, still. We're gonna get Zephyr taken care of one way or another. I did see there was another video message there, but we're gonna get Zephyr taken of first. So... Zephyr... Tavi. Oh, wait, I gotta make sure that we're back off the screen here. There we go. To Zephyr, Tavi. They wanted to say girl woman thingy. You girl woman thingy. Alright, there we go. So Zephyr, Tavi, you girl woman thingy! Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate that. We're gonna get this to you lickety split. You are number... What number are you? 39 on the list. So let's get you taken care of and get this on your way. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, you can, when buying these prints and sending a message, you can add video messages if you are so inclined to share something, which I did see there was another one here. Let me make sure it actually plays before I bring it up here, which it looks like this one will. Yeah, this one is going to come up. So, we have a print here from Serena. Let's see, let's bring this back up. And Serena writes, can you write fat little nugget somewhere on the print if possible? Love you and your character. Have been a fan since I was 8 and now I'm 19. And Serena had a message for me to see. Let's take a look.
Series for a long while. Hello, I've been a fan of the series for a long while, so long, and I really love your character because I relate to him and I love his development, and I drew a picture. Fat little nugget.
Fat little nugget! Oh, well, Serena, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. Oh, that was so neat to see. Okay, Serena, we're gonna make sure you're taken care of right now. Okay. Let's see. Serena. I'm just gonna say, I'm not a fat little nugget. There we go. Go. Nice. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Of course I am. Well, just to show that I did do it, yes! Observe. Serena, allow me to re-emphasize this for you. I'm not a fat little nugget! But in all seriousness, thank you so much, Serena, for that support. I really do appreciate that. You are print number 65. So, Serena, we're gonna get this out to you nice and fast. There we go. Okay. So, chat, here's how things are gonna look here. We've got one more print that was sent to me by Streamily that I have here. I think we're actually gonna stop on this one. This is gonna be the last one for the night. But like I said, we're gonna have more chances for live streams in the future. And again, I'm gonna make sure everyone who has bought something in the store is going to get their print signed how you designated it, and we're gonna get it out to you as soon as possible. And also, we will be talking about some more of the streams coming up here in just a sec. But for our last one tonight, let's see. Who are we gonna pick? Oh, let's do this. Let's do this one here. We have Michaela, also known as Obnoxious Ocean on Twitter. Said, I have watched you for years. I am 23 and have a My Street tattoo. Oh, wow. You all have shaped my life for the better. Thank you so much. Well, Michaela, I am so glad for all the support. And we are going to make sure that you get this nice one-of-a-kind print here. I want to see the tattoo. People are wondering what the tattoo looks like. That is one thing I don't think I've seen anybody do is a My Street tattoo. That is kind of unique. Michaela, that one's all yours. Again, thank you so much for the support. You are number 5 on the list there. Where is your... Okay, there it is. Thank you so much, Michaela, for all the support all these years and the serious support with the tattoo. That is very awesome. Thank you once again. You're number 5. We're gonna get this out to you nice and fast. Okay. All right. Well, folks, that is all the prints that I had from Streamily there. Again, they're gonna be. That doesn't mean that we're entirely out. Streamily is going to be sending more to work with on the way. But before I end things here, let me go ahead and just pop back to my chatting screen here so we can chat for a little bit. I hope you all had fun with this one. I know I certainly did. I had a blast just going through all of these and just spending time with you all and going through, just seeing all the different messages. Can't wait to do more of these. Your support has been insane, more than I ever could have imagined. Thank you all. Thank you so much. But if you want to support more of the AFMAO actors, here's some of the Streamilies that are coming up. So pay attention here. Tomorrow, May 16th, Chris Escalante, the voice of Ian, will be doing a Streamily at 3 p.m. Central. On May 25th, a Sunday at 10 a.m. Central, Lindsay Jones, my moderator here, the voice of Xena, will be doing a Streamily. On June 30th at 5 p.m. Central, Shadow Temple, the voice of Pierce, will be doing a Streamily live. On July 3rd at 5 p.m. Central, Mega Moeka, the voice of KC, will be doing one. On July 2nd at 5 p.m. Central, Corinne Sudberg, the voice of Kim, will be doing a Streamily. Then on July 4th at 5 p.m. Central, James Brown Jr., the voice of Rise, will be doing a Streamily. We are also working to get my next Streamily happening around that same time, early July, so be sure to watch out for that date. But in the meantime, y'all, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, thank y'all so much once again. This has been fantastic. I'm Kestin Howard, and also thank you again to Streamily for setting all this up, getting me on the site, and helping me do all this stuff. Y'all been fantastic. Can't wait to do more with y'all. But again, I'm Kestin Howard, also known as Terrible on Twitch, and you all have yourself a fantastic day, and evening, and night. Bye-bye, y'all!